Welcome to my review of the 25th anniversary LEGO Star Wars DARTH MAUL'S Sith Infiltrator set. Set number 75383. Comes with the exclusive minifigure in Gerrera for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, along with the three minifigures that relate to a set. I really like this box art, the blue metallic box art for the 25th anniversary, along with the pink Tatooine background. I really love it. You can see the probe droids as well. Take a look at the back of the box. We can see Darth Maul's bike comes with it and can go into it, along with the different play features, which we can take a look at once we get the set unboxed. Of course, we have our instruction manual, which there isn't really much to take a look at. It's its usual 3D modeled instruction manual. Comes with all of this. Not much to really see. About 130 pages, I believe. But anyway, let's get into the build. First of all, taking a look at the 25th anniversary figure for the set, we have Gerrera, a figure I know many people have been very excited for, one of the main rebels for the Rebel Alliance within the original trilogy. Of course, not appearing in the original trilogy directly, but plenty of the spin-off shows. Comes with the usual 25th anniversary plaque here, which you can find in many other sets from this year. Putting that back now, taking a look at Gerrera, he is very cool with much printing all around and printing even on the cape, which I find very interesting. Coming with his armor piece and similar printing underneath. There's not much to really look at. I'm not a personal fan of Gerrera, but I think he's a pretty cool figure. Here's a look at the back of his head. Going back to the front. He is missing a leg in the show, but it's only printed here, which is fine. You wouldn't expect much more for LEGO. But anyway, that's the 25th anniversary figure. If you want Gerrera, you are going to have to unfortunately pick the set up, which is unfortunate because it doesn't come with anything else related to him. So if you're not a fan of both, it's not going to be a good pickup. And here we have our main minifigures from the set. First, we'll take a look at the most boring. We have young Anakin here. Not much you really see. Here's printing on the front and back. The legs are the short kind, so you can't move them. Two face prints. And yeah, not much to really say about him. He does fit in the set, so it is nice to have him included, I suppose. Next up, we have Qui-Gon Jinn, of course, the goat of the Phantom Menace. He's very cool. He has his poncho, which I really like. They really should have given one to the Cal Kestis minifigure this year, but oh well, they just didn't, and we can't really do anything about that. I did see there were people finding a different colored hairpiece, so if you got that, that's a really rare figure. Of course, I have printing underneath. The pants, unfortunately, do not match the coloring, but that's the usual for LEGO Star Wars, unfortunately. Back printing as well, if you can see under his hair. But yeah, Qui-Gon, it's really nice again. Haven't got him in a little while. And let's take a look at the last minifigure we have here. Darth Maul. I've heard a lot of people complain about this figure, which I'll get to in a second. It would have been nice to get his hood, totally unrelated, but he does have a hood in the scene. Would have been nice to get it. Unfortunately, it does not include it, but does mean you get to see this really nice headpiece, which every Darth Maul has included. Double lightsaber, of course, back printing. It's his more hooded costume. Now, the thing I've seen people complain is the lack of pupils on the figure, which is fair. The previous Darth Mauls, which I have here, have all contained pupils, which I do gotta say probably looks better, but I don't mind the pupilless look. They've had it in other themes for a while now, the pupilless characters, but it's recent in LEGO Star Wars. I'm not gonna complain. It's not that bad in my eyes. Here we have the same question, Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. I gotta say, the box art and the photos I've seen, I didn't like it too much, but now getting in hand, it's definitely not as bad as I thought. I was able to pick it up for $20 off, 20 Australian dollars, which was an excellent deal. So besides that, it's very overpriced, so don't pick it up unless it's on sale. First of all, we have landing gears here, which you can just flick back. And when you want to take off, you can flick these wings out, which improves the look dramatically. Now, unfortunately, you can't really have it landed and have the wings out. Just doesn't really work, falls too much forward, which is unfortunate because I do prefer that look. Now, looking in the front here, we have these little gold bar pieces in silver, which is where the spring chute loaded missiles hide. They are actually very well hidden on a set. I don't mind them at all, and shooting them out, which you just press those pieces. That's what you would expect. I'll go grab those later because they flew absolutely everywhere. It's a very messy set, I've got to say. Like, here's just so much detailing, which isn't a bad thing, I suppose. But a thing I've seen people complain about is this nose piece. It's way too high, which I do agree with. It's just massive. But I don't actually mind it. In person, it's not too bad. The reason it's so massive, so you can open here, which you can put the probes in. These probes can then be dropped at the bottom here with this pretty cool mechanism. You pull this back here, it drops this latch. I will show that in a second. Just like this, you pull that red piece back, and it drops out your probes. And you can just close it up by pulling that back. That locks in and it locks in place. Doesn't fall. You just want to open that back up and drop your probes in. But take a look at here now, the back of it. I actually don't like this. I know a lot of people do, but these curved pieces here just looks way too smooth, too repetitive. I don't know. I know most people don't complain about them, but I personally don't like it. Here we have the actual cockpit for Darth Maul. You can open it up. Order does kind of matter because you can't open these side pieces, but open that, oh, came off. I have seen people complain about that. First time dealing with that issue, it's not too bad. You just have to be a bit more gentle. Not like you're going to be opening it all the time anyway, unless you're a kid. When opening it, we have Darth Maul's bike just sitting in there, which Darth Maul can ride here. I will plop him on, just like this. He does have to grab him to a bar because there's nowhere for him to actually lock into place. I did put the fans the wrong way, whoops. Just sitting him in like this. It's a bit odd to get in. Then here we have him on his bike. It's breaking apart, but you get the point. Here we have him on his bike. I'm not a fan of the bike personally, but you can't really get any better than that. I think the bike in the movie is very goofy, in fact. But I know other people like it. This is probably the best Lego adaptation of the bike here. If it's light brown coloring and different features. And it just locks into place here. It does jiggle around, but doesn't matter because it's going to get closed right back up like that. Other things on the set, I don't really know. That's kind of it. It has this massive bit here for the ship to sit on. Like that. It does lean forward a bit actually. But I think that might be accurate, not 100% sure. The shaping is very nice. I wasn't expecting like this part, but it's actually fine. It goes in and out and has this area. It's honestly a perfect set. It's just like previous Sith Infiltrators, but better of course. Much bulkier. This you can jiggle around, not going to break apart at all. Hold it however you like. That's what I like about these new sets. They're very strong. Just plop the rest of these back in here. Forgetting to mention swooshability here, it is very good. You can just hold the set wherever you like back here, just swoosh around. I feel like kids will enjoy the set a lot. Like most sets these days, they're very stable, so you're not going to have to worry about anything going wrong. Now, like I said earlier, this set I was not very excited for. I didn't even plan to pick it up unless it was on sale. But I do got to say, in person, it's much better than I expected. It's very nice to get a Phantom Menace set because we don't get very many anymore. And of course, with the 25th anniversary figure, I know a lot of other people were very excited to pick up. Personally, not a fan, but I understand why people want him. He's very detailed. And yeah, the minifigure's great, the build great. The nose piece is the only issue I've noticed with the set, but I personally don't really mind. In person, I promise it's not actually as bad as it looks. But yeah, and thanks for watching. See you guys next week.